I'm really excited about this next award. And in order to present it, I'm here with Sam Rowe, who is the Vice President of the Fox River Ad Club, and Tamara McLean, who is the President of the Fox River Ad Club. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for hosting our show.
Absolutely. So we're here to discuss the Jim Rivet Award of Excellence. And in order to give the audience a better idea of exactly what this means, we need to start right at the beginning. Who was Jim Rivet?
Jim Rivet was a dynamic creative in our community. He led several teams at several agencies and impacted our community through his love of generosity, taking on projects without a budget, and just helping wherever he could. He volunteered his time generously in several organizations, and in his memory, we've established this award so that we can pass that generous spirit on to others and award them for being compassionate to their community.
Now, I know you've already touched on this a little bit, but let's go further in depth into what the Jim Rivet Award of Excellence really is.
Yeah, so this award, we don't really take the judges' scores into consideration. We look at all the pieces and find the ones that really have the most impact within the community, show the most creativity, and really get the community members involved.
What do you look for when you're choosing a recipient for this award?
We try to look for pieces that exemplify Jim's spirit and really impact the community and make a change with the design or whatever the medium is. For the better.
This last year, was obviously one heck of a roller coaster ride. So what makes this award so important?
Yeah, this year we've had immense difficulty in the small business community, in our downtown areas with small businesses, and this social corporate responsibility campaign really tried to bring those businesses together and give them some hope and some awareness so that they're still there, they're still thriving, they're going to make it through this, and we felt that Jim would have really enjoyed the piece.
So obviously we need to honor someone with this award. So who is this year's winner of the Jim Rivet Award of Excellence?
Despite the pandemic, this corporate social responsibility campaign really brought businesses together, community members, and Main Street organizations. It spanned from Appleton, Neenah, Oshkosh, Green Bay, and Pere, and it encompassed numerous businesses and professionals giving of their volunteer time and donating their materials as far as print and collateral.
The winner of the 2021 Jim Rivet Award of Excellence is the Downtown Faces Forward campaign by Connective.
Congratulations to the O'Connor Connective for winning the Jim Rivet Award of Excellence, and thank you very much, Sam and Tamara, for joining me here today.
Great to be here.
Thank you for joining our watch party, and a special thanks to our sponsors, Insight Creative and Creative Edge Productions.
And thank you to everyone who entered the show this year. It was a tough year, but we still got some great work, and we appreciate you, and I hope you enter again next year.
Ivellisse, it's time to talk about your Judge's Choice Award and who you chose. Why did you choose the Black Lives Matter poster?
Well, when I first saw it, my eyes just said, wow. Between the colors, the joy that just pops out between the shapes, the fierce power that's coming through with the pose. And it also screams, at first it's very Prince. And when you think about that era, right, the 70s, not only were the 70s groovy, but it was also a time of political crisis, of people-powered movements. We had the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal. It's so important to relearn and learn history. It does tend to repeat itself. And so when you think about what was happening politically, and socially, the innovations that came out of that era, the political and social movements, and the civil rights movement. I think it's a brilliant connection to look back at what we've accomplished and reminding ourselves that even though, it's almost like at this time, people are aware and have the information to realize what's happening when it comes to the system, right? And it's been really beautiful to see on social media everything unfold. And with a poster like this, right, it's shareable, it can easily be a mural, it's an eye-catching poster, and it just speaks to the optimism and hope that, folks that are oppressed are using to really push back and stand up for what we believe in and for our own civil rights and liberties.
Thank you very much, Ivellisse. We really appreciate your time. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a judge for the American Advertising Federation.
Thank you.
We are back with one of our judges, Clark, to talk about his Judge's Choice Award. And Clark, what entry did you choose?
I chose the Notre Dame of Pere site design. This was one of my favorite pieces in the whole show. Obviously, it was my Judge's Choice Award. I loved the scale of the structures. I loved the optimism and the color, and just to me, this created what you intend to create when you walk into a place like this. It's a little bit breathtaking, and it's inherently beautiful and optimistic, and has these gorgeous layers of meaning and experience, and it feels like a thing that you can stand and stare at for a long time and experience something different every time. I don't know, to me, the combination of where this is and what this is was a really remarkable piece of design work that was particularly beautiful in this location. So I just thought it was a really wonderful piece of work.
Thank you for being a judge, and thank you for being here on the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're here with Yeosh discussing the Judge's Choice Award. And what was your selection?
Well, I obviously thought there was a lot of really great work in this competition. And in conversing with the other judges as we got to the end, there's really one piece one campaign that I really felt did a great job of just executing and, on multiple levels. And it was the NMU Day of Giving campaign. I just thought the graphic elements, the visuals, the treatment, the copy, even the videos, everything, every element of this campaign I thought was really tightly choreographed, if you will. It spoke really well to the mission, to clearly what the brief was asking for, or what I imagine the brief was asking for. And I just think in a year like 2020, where everybody had already been asked to give so much, this was a campaign that didn't make making the ask feel so heavy. It still provided some levity, and it did it in a way that was representative of the community. And so for me, it was very clearly the campaign that I wanted to be Judge's Choice.
Thank you so much, Yeosh, for joining us and sharing your opinion on your Judge's Choice Award. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, absolutely, CJ. It's been really great to meet you. I hope one day that we can actually, get together in person and have a real drink, assuming they don't have you change the desk.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We could have a drink right now, even. You could come right on over. I mean, it's not that far of a drive. Just show up, just burst in through the door, bring the police. I mean, whatever. We'll go out. I'd love to have a good time. And that's...
Actually, I gotta go.
You gotta go? Don't leave. Please don't go. Please don't leave. No, Josh, everything's fine. And now it's time to move on with the show.